Hey y'all, welcome back. A long time no see, at least for me.
Yeah.
You saw Angela recently, but
Explaining what we're thinking about doing back here, or starting to do back here.
I was missing in action.
Yeah.
I'm working on other things. So you see, we just pulled out the cattle panels on this first trellis that we're going to remove, and it already looks a lot different.
It does.
Harvested the last of the jalapenos that were on here and gave them to our neighbor, and all of the sugar rush peach that were ripe. There's still a lot left on those plants, so thinking we may leave those in the ground a little bit longer.
Yeah, they've kind of taken off again just recently.
Yeah. So we'll at least clean up right where this trellis was. But we did want to show you real quick, if you don't like pulling T-posts, if you don't use T-posts because they're so hard to get out of the ground if you have to move them, or anything like that, show you a tool real quick that makes it so much easier, and you need to get one. Alright, so you've probably seen these T-post pullers here and there on different channels, different stuff. So, but if you haven't really kind of seen one operate or have somebody explain it and the value of it, I figured we'd just share it real quick. So we've got 3 big T-posts, 2 of the little garden fence post T-posts, which those might be able to just pull by hand. But on these bigger T-posts, if the ground's dried out at all, if they're buried real deep, whatever, you know, they're really hard to pull. You find yourself rocking them back and forth both ways, kind of beating on them, all that. So I thought maybe you're gonna pull it out of the ground. No. This ground back here is actually pretty soft, so it's not as bad as if you've got real heavy clay, really dry ground or whatever. But just go ahead and show you this real quick and see how fast you can pull a T-post.
You said fast.
It's moving.
It's hard.
Once it breaks free, so you should mainly use your body weight.
I'm also on a hill. It's trying to fall down on me. There we go.
So as they say, with the proper amount of leverage, it just lifts it right out, and it doesn't bend it. It was leaning a little bit there as she got close to the last of it coming out of the ground, but it didn't bend the post.
We're on a slope.
So yeah, we're on slope. You do want to hook it. It works better if this side grabs this side of the T-post. You can try it the other way and see with you downhill of it. If you want to try it and see.
It wouldn't have anything to grab onto, would it? I think this is better. We're trying to sell this being easy, and I'm making it not look so easy. The ground is soft, it's sinking in.
Pull straight down. You're pulling back. It's moving.
Yeah. Might not want to use this footage.
Here. There you go. That's all you gotta do. Like I said, put your weight on it.
Just hop up there.
I guess it's a little harder when you only weigh 105 pounds.
Oh, you're being sweet.
You know, 'cause she's only 4'3". You want me to do this one?
If you want to. Got it loosened up for you.
You got it loosened up. Got the leg right back. It is sinking.
It is sinking. That's making it harder.
It's good garden soil, nice and soft.
Which is great for planting, but
still works pretty good.
yeah.
So we'll put a link in the description. The foot of this is sinking in the ground on the really soft ground, so had to compact it, what?
A little bit, yeah.
About 4 inches, 4-6 inches before it, put all the force on the T-post, but still works great. Way better than the old way of doing it. So.
Oh yeah.
So I'll put a link down in the description. Check them out. They're really not that expensive for how much time they save and usually how much effort. That wasn't that bad. So,
You should have jumped on it like I did.
the more junk in your trunk, the better it works, I guess.
Oh.
Well, that's why it worked better for me.
Yeah. Just pulling the canopy off before I'm done with
The bottom.
This is like gonna make it challenging.
All right, well, you probably saw in the last video that this pear tree behind me was looking terrible. And I gotta be honest, I'm terrible at tree diseases, things like that. So I don't know if it's blight, leaf spot, I don't know what it is. The leaves are turning almost black, leathery. Segments of the tree seem to be kind of dying off. Still got new growth in other areas, so it's kind of sporadic here and there. So I went ahead, pruned out all the bad stuff. See, show you the leaves. Pruned all that out, shaped up the rest of it. Hopefully we, I don't know that we're losing the tree, but hopefully if we are, maybe we could try to save it. Make some of the best pears. I think, gosh, I remember, that may be an Ayers pear. There's a, I think it's Ayers and Bartlett. I may have them backwards, but anyways, makes really good pears. Pruned it up pretty heavy. Hopefully we'll save that one. And if not, we may just have to come out. We'll have to plant another one there.
Hey, you know what happens when I have T-posts to pull and you don't have the camera? They slide right out of the ground like butter. And it looks like I actually know what I'm doing.
You got one more try.
Let's see. See?
So that's how it's supposed to go. That's how it normally goes. I'm not sure what was going on over there. But yeah. That's why we like that tool so much, because
it works like that most of the time.
9 times out of 10, you can do it one-handed.
And I'm not jumping on it.
The worst part about that tool is when you're moving it around, you got to make sure you don't pinch your fingers.
Yes.
Because they'll get pinched between there. And that's the worst part about it. I don't know how much this thing costs, but it's maybe around 50 bucks.
I don't even
or
know
even less.
Yeah.
But if it was twice that, after having
still
used one, probably still buy it. Yeah. It's kind of hard to buy it to start with, thinking, is it really worth it? But it's one of those that, well done, sir, whoever built that.
I just come over here and decide to do that while you're filming, and it just slipped right out. Of course it did.
And this down here is part of the reason, not just this area, but just this kind of look, kind of way this whole thing was turning into, is one of the reasons we're making the big change back here. Because we weren't spending the time and effort back here to truly, if it's truly a food forest, that's perfect. That's great ground cover. Even though we're not going to eat that, we could bring the chickens through here or something like that, and it's food. Go away, horsefly. Daggum, landing on my face. It had value, but you gotta remember, this is still in our backyard between the chicken coop and the house. So, I mean, we're out here every day doing chores. We may not be working in this area, but we'll walk right past it and we see it. So it really is still kind of a zone 1 area, and it needs to be used in a way that fits that and gives us some value, right? So we're still going to get a lot of food out of it. We're just not going to have the annuals, and we will have a more, I don't want to say landscaped feel to it, but it will kind of be,
park-like, like we were, you know, kind of an orchard, a park. But...
All right, so do you want to weed eat this area, or do you want me to get the mower out?
I think you can mow most of it, and I will weed eat little detailed stuff.
I think if we mow over it with the mulching blade anyways,
yeah,
chew it up a little bit better, it'd be good for the soil.
Yep.
What we should do before we cut any of this down is should put cover crop seed over it, and then mowed over that and mulch that seed with that grass. That'll help it germinate and grow. But I got a feeling we're not done cutting this, so we can wait and put the cover crop seed down.
We need to put some anyway up there where the potatoes and stuff were, where the ground is truly bare.
You gotta remember, this ain't gonna look done anytime soon. It's gonna be a pretty good sized project, and this is really kind of day one. I mean, we've talked about it,
really is, yeah.
And you've done some weed eating.
That's about it.
But these plants, these T-posts and trellises, that's the first changes we've made.
Yep.
So
we got some good ideas from you guys too.
Yeah, there's a lot of comments on the last video. The video was were annual vegetables in our food forest a mistake, or something along those lines. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. Kind of get caught up to where we are now.
Yeah.
But throw your comments in there, suggestions, or in here. So we appreciate that. So the long-term goal is not to have this where we really need to mow it, because you know how I feel about mowing.
You despise it.
But you know, if we could get this covered in something that stays.
Hold on.
Stays.
Sorry, folks.
Are you not recording?
Yes, I was recording. I was just very badly holding this. My arm was getting tired.
Open it up so you can see what you're doing.
Well, then I look at the screen.
Don't look at the screen.
We're good.
Anyways, I was trying to figure out what you were looking at with the camera out there.
That's the problem. Here. Hang on, folks. Editing? Or just show the reality of my camera skills?
That's what happens if you hire a rookie cinematographer. I almost said camera person. I almost said cameraman. Anyways, we want this to be short grass, something like that. Either we don't have to mow, or maybe we need to think about something that will keep it short.
I think it can graze through here.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Because I don't want to mow, even though we're going to set it up to where we can, and it's easy enough to do that, mow, weed eat, whatever. I don't like to have to mow,
Yeah.
so just have to think about that.
Or you could get a push blower and make the kids do.
Nah.
No.
No. I'm not going to buy anything to maintain it. So. But yeah, so I need more shade for a good short soft fescue. We got too much sun right here. Trees aren't that mature.
No.
But oh, there might be something we put in here. Well, a good low growing clover would be nice, except
Would be nice.
we don't want to walk around barefoot, all the bees, so. Oh well. Well, it's already looking quite a bit different.
Yeah.
probably looking a little grainy to y'all. It's getting dark.
It is getting really dark.
We waited till the evening to come out here and work on it because it's been a little warm.
It's kind of hot today.
Yep. We had had some company earlier. Picked up some chickens, some friends of ours, and also talk about giving the peppers to neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh, we were filming.
Now we're getting video bombed.
Sorry.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi. I thought you guys were just talking.
Anyways, so day 1, about 0.5 worth a day of work. Not even.
0.5.
We didn't even do that much, but you can see how much is going to change, how different it's going to look as we progress.
Pulling out these panels, yeah, that make a big difference.
Yep. It's going to look different back here. I should have got some drone footage, but
Yeah,
I didn't think
some
about it.
before
So I'll
and
show you
after.
the progression. So maybe on the next one I'll throw in some, kind of showing where it was before. We've got some, but it was in pretty high production at the time, and then we'll update you as we go along, kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
So weather permitting. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, y'all leave comments below. Still time. The design's not done.
Yeah, throw in your ideas.
What would you like to do? We've had water features. We've had
I like that
all kinds
idea.
of stuff. So jump in there and get your input on it. And no guarantees we'll use all of them, but we'll use.
I have
what we can.
started digging around at water feature ideas that I
Yep,
might like.
a little bubbler or something.
Yeah.
So probably won't be digging any ponds, but
No.
we'll see what else we might come up with for back here. So all right, be sure hit the like for us. Let us know that you like what we're doing here, and don't be afraid to share it with your friends.
Yeah, please.
We recently went over 5,000 subscribers. We really appreciate everybody for that.
Do.
So all right, we will see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.